So if you eat out or buy groceries, there's one card that's been unbeatable for years, and no other cards can even come close to competing with it. Now, my name's Aaron, and I've used dozens of cards. And I gotta tell you, after using so many at this point, I gotta say the Amex Gold is still, even after they increased the annual fee from $240 a year to $325 a year, it's still, I believe, to be one of the best cards for people that love food. So today I'm gonna walk you through what makes it so good, some of the hidden perks most people miss, and a few drawbacks you should know before you do get the card. Now, first things first, I just want to cover a little bit of what we're going to be talking about. So today I'm going to be talking about the core benefits of the card. From there, why it's still the best card on the market for food. From there, some common criticisms and who should and shouldn't have it. So first things first, can't talk about the Amex Gold without talking about the welcome offer. After you spend $6,000 in 6 months, you'll then get 60,000 membership rewards points, which can be used for things like redeeming gift cards or travel, and some other things too. But when it comes to using these points, I would highly recommend using them for travel. And you can also transfer out your points from transfer partners, and you can get about 1 cent per point, 70 cents per point on the low end. But if you were to transfer out to a travel portal, you can get up to like 1.5 to even 2x. So this welcome offer can even get as high as 120,000 points if you know how to play the game. And then from there too, sometimes they have special offers, so make sure you're always looking. But personally, when I got my Amex Gold, I was able to get it for 90,000 points. So my sign-on welcome offer was 90,000 points and not even 60,000. So amazing. Make sure you keep a lookout for that. And also, another thing I love about all Amex products is if you look right here, you can actually check to see if you qualify without getting like a hard impact on your credit score. So you'll be able to see if you apply, and then if you don't get accepted, then it doesn't hurt you at all. Now, when it comes to the core benefits of this card, these are gotta be some of my favorite. 4x on all restaurants, all right? And by the way, don't worry, we're gonna talk a little bit about that annual fee. Because if I go back real quick, see how the annual fee here is $325? Well, guess what, my friend? There are tons of credits to make this card actually pay you. You're gonna get paid to have the card. So if you keep on watching, I'm gonna show you that. But from there, I just wanna talk about the benefits. So 4x points at all groceries. Like anytime you go to a restaurant, crazy. Then from there, you get 4x on all groceries up to 25,000 per calendar year. So if you're an average American family, this card's perfect for you. And then from there, 3x on all flights booked through the Amex Travel Portal, 2x on prepaid hotels, again, all done through the Amex Travel Portal, and 1x on everything else. This card is meant for food and grocery. I wouldn't recommend using it for an everyday card, but just make sure you hit that welcome offer. And then from there, we got more benefits. Now, this is when it gets crazy. So we have the Uber Eats credit. So like I mentioned, there's something called, you have your annual fee, then you have your effective annual fee. So your annual fee is how much it costs to have the card. So the annual fee would be $325. And then from there, you then have the effective annual fee, which means how much money you lose or make from the card. Now, in this case, if you use all the credits, you're actually gonna get paid by Amex to have this card. So first things first, we have the Uber Eats credit. So every single month, you're gonna get a $10 credit uploaded to your Uber Eats. So literally all you do is you download the Uber Eats app or Uber app. Then from there, you connect your Amex Gold, and every single month, they're gonna give you $10 to use on those apps. Personally, I like to use it to pick up Chipotle from the store, but we then also have Grubhub. This is a little different. So how it works on Grubhub is, for example, let's say I order Chipotle for pickup via like the app. From there, I then buy it on my Amex Gold, and then what happens is in a couple days, they'll then give me a statement credit, and then they'll then take $10 off my order. And then from there, Resy. Oh my goodness. I recently used this. Dude, this was crazy. So Resy is basically, it's an app where you can get like I would say they're higher end restaurants. And then from there, basically, I would say they're four-star plus usually. So pretty much you go on Resy, semi-annually, you'll get a $50 statement credit. So every single year, you're gonna get a $100 credit just to use at Resy. So how this works is from, I believe it was like for the first half of the year, you'll get a $50 statement credit. As soon as you buy, all you have to do is go to a Resy restaurant, you buy on your Amex Gold, and then you'll see on your account balance, they'll then credit you $50. So they'll give you that money back. And then you get that twice a year. So just in the food credits alone, you get Uber Eats 120, Grubhub 120, then you get another $100 for Resy. Right there alone, that's $340, I believe. So you're already getting paid to have the card. Then from there, if this card couldn't get any better, if you guys have Dunkin Donuts where you are, you get a $7 statement credit every single month to use at Dunkin Donuts. And then from there, that's $84 per year. So that's another $84 they're throwing you. And then if that wasn't amazing enough, ladies and gentlemen, like I mentioned, this is a travel card. So what do you get? You get access to the Amex Hotel Collection. American Express is partnered with thousands of hotels. So what this means is if you book a hotel through the Amex portal, and you're there for more than 2 days, you're then going to receive $100 of credit to go on basically just fun stuff. So for example, if your hotel has a bar, guess what? You can use the Amex credit to go get the bar, food, etc. Basically, this is how it works. So just in total value alone, in year one, your welcome offer, if you were to look at 70 cents per point, but like I mentioned, you can get up to 1 cent per point and even as high as 1.5 to 2 cents per point. And I've even seen some crazy things like 4x per point, but that's a lot of work. But I would say on average, you're gonna get about 1 cent per point. So on the low end, just from the welcome offer alone, you're gonna get $420 just on year one. So that's gonna cover your annual fee. Then from there, you then get the $120 Uber Cash credit, $120 Grubhub credit, $100 Resy credit, the $84 Dunkin credit, and the $100 hotel credit. So just year one alone, my bad. Just in year one alone, you're getting $944 in credits. Then on year two and beyond, every single year, if you use all these credits, you're gonna be getting paid $524. I mean, you're gonna be paying $325 for the card, and then you're gonna be getting $524 in credits. And that's not including any additional spend. That's literally just credits. This card is amazing because from there, I believe the average American pays $6 grand a year, if not more, on just grocery alone. So imagine getting 4% back on your grocery bill. That'd be pretty nice, eh? So this is why I think out of all the food cards, the Amex Gold is still king despite the hefty annual fee. Well, first things first, there's no other card on the market that gives you 4x on dining and grocery. A lot of cards give 3x, but none of them really give 4, not in all these categories. At least not that I know of. Then from there, you then have versatility. Whether you eat out, you DoorDash, you shop at Whole Foods, or just your local grocery store, American Express is pretty much accepted at pretty much all those places you could possibly go, and you're gonna just begin, pay to spend money that you're gonna spend anyway. And then from there, it's just so much better long-term value compared to cards that are only focused on restaurants, because there's nothing I hate more than having to have a card for a restaurant and then another card for buying groceries. It's so annoying. Opposed to just having one card where you can just go to for everything. And then from there is just, the premium experience. I can't explain it. I have credit cards with all the major companies, Capital One, Chase, Citi, who else? Like some other people, I can't even keep track. And then obviously American Express. And I'm telling you, I banked with all of them. From my personal experience, Amex has the best customer service, hands down. Every single time you talk to them, they're super, solution oriented. They're just great guys. I can't even go on how great Amex is. But then from there, there is no good without bad. So I also want to talk about the bad stuff about the Amex Gold. So these are just some common criticisms people tend to have, and that is obviously the annual fee. People always talk about that. They say, why spend $325 a year when I can get a card that has no annual fee and give me 3% on dining and grocery? That's fair. I think you guys should honestly address which seems better for your lifestyle. I know for me personally, I really do like traveling. So the Amex Gold, and I also love food. So for me, the Amex Gold is something I will be having in my wallet probably forever. So obviously, you have the $325 annual fee, but like I mentioned, just not even including the welcome offer, you're getting $524 every year in just annual credits alone. And that's making your effective annual fee only $199. So you're getting paid. Amex is writing you a check for $199 every year to keep your card. Now, I will add, the only caveat with this is you're getting paid in points. So in order for you to use it, in order for it to actually make sense, they're meant to be used for travel. You shouldn't convert it over to something like a gift card or convert to cash, because then you'll actually be losing money. These stuff is meant to be used for the portal. That's another thing people tend to say. They say, well, in the Amex portal, things tend to be marked up. It just depends on what time of year it is. Sometimes they're cheap in the Amex portal. Sometimes they're more expensive. You just got to look around. Then from there, this is going to be the biggest one, and I definitely agree, and that is statement credits can be annoying to use. Because the reality is, you are going to have to track it. So for example, I have an Excel sheet where I can just track all my credits for the month. So I can see, okay, I used my Dunkin credit this month. Okay, I didn't use my, we'll just say my Grubhub credit. So you just got to track them. Personally, some people just track them mentally. That's what I did for a while. And honestly, that's pretty much what I've been doing. But it does help to track them on like an Excel sheet or something like that. But it can definitely be annoying. And that's another thing. The statement credits do not roll over. So that means if you get a $10 Uber Cash credit for the month and you don't use it for that month, you just lost that money. And then if you're not careful, then you might actually end up losing money from American Express instead of gaining. So just watch out for that. And then from there, this one pisses me off the most. Ain't nothing drives me more insane than when I go to a restaurant. Restaurants aren't that bad, but if I go to a store and I try to pay with my Amex Gold, they say, oh no, we don't take American Express. That drives me insane. Because guys, this is reality. American Express does charge really high fees on vendors for them to use their services. So I believe they have the highest fees out of any other car company. So because of that, a lot of people don't take American Express, and it's not really that bad like in the States, but especially if you leave the States, so many times places don't take them. Although I will say I live right next to Canada, and the majority of the time I've never had a problem. The only thing that I did notice is lots of times when I go out, I will have to pay an extra fee just to use my card. Now, lots of times I believe you can get these removed if you were to call American Express, but personally I don't care that much, but if you really did, you could call them. Now, this is probably one of the most important parts. This is who should and shouldn't have it. Number one, I just want to make this clear if I haven't already. This is great for you if you spend a lot on dining and grocery. Personally, the only thing I really spend my money on is dining out and travel. So that's why the Amex Gold is a no-brainer for me. But from there, I just want to say this too. You should get this card if you're willing to track credits, either maybe on paper or even if you just track it mentally. Then from there, if you want to travel, then you should definitely get this card. If you don't want to travel, don't get it, because this is a card that's meant for traveling. And then from there, this is the most important one. Only get this card if you pay your bill in full every month. Because guys, I'm telling you, American Express, for me anyway, they are ruthless when it comes to this interest rate. I think my interest rate on my Amex Gold right now is something like 27%. But that doesn't matter to me because I pay in full every month. But if I were to miss a payment, my God, 27% a month, that's like damn near loan sharking. So just be careful for that. Make sure you pay your bill off in full every month. Also, this is only great for you, I would say, if you have over a 670 credit score. If your credit score is below 670, I wouldn't even consider getting the card. Just wait, okay? And then from there, this card probably isn't for you if you don't spend a lot on food, you hate managing monthly credits, and you prefer you just want a cashback. Like I mentioned, this is a travel card. This is not a cashback card. If you want a cashback card, I'll make a video about that in the future, many other options. And from there, most important thing, if you do not, I can't make this any more clear because I do not want to be responsible for you when you put yourself in a crippling debt. If you do not pay your credit card bill off in full every month, do not buy the card. That's another thing I want to add too. If you do not spend $1,000 a month, like if you're not going to spend $6,000 in 6 months, don't think to yourself, oh, well, I'm going to get this welcome offer, so I'm just going to spend more money. Do not get the card if it's going to make you spend more money. Do not. The whole point of this card is to help you, not to hurt you, okay? So I just want to make that clear. And also, if you want to hit welcome offers, for example, there's a lot of things you can do, but all I'm saying is do not carelessly buy things just because you're trying to hit a welcome offer. Please, for the love of God. Just to make this more clear, if you have a 670 plus and you want to get this card is amazing. I'm telling you, this card has taken me so many places I never thought I would be. Gave me so many experiences that are amazing, to be fully frank. So if you want to grab the card, make sure you go down in the description below and use my link. That'll really support me out a ton. Like I mentioned, if you want to check, see if you even qualify for the card, I believe, if I remember correctly, they don't charge you for the annual fee until the end of the first year. So basically, it's not like you pay $325 today. So then from there, like I mentioned, I would highly recommend if you want to sign up for the card. There's no, I don't believe it doesn't show up on your credit report. So yeah, that is the Amex Gold. So just to real quick recap, if you eat food, there's no other card like this. And if you want to get the Amex Gold, it would really support me out a ton. If you could go down below, use my link. If you do, please like send me a picture or something like that on Instagram and say, hey, Aaron just signed up for this, just so I know that someone actually did that. So that would be appreciated a ton, or just leave a comment. Hope you found this helpful. If you want more credit card videos, just let me know. Right now I've been experimenting on the channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.